minute JD had told me that the podcast was done, I literally sent it to Joe, and I was like, "Yo, you need to hear this. It's coming from my pop." And then he's
Fuck
all like, "He's
yeah.
talking about the Gary Hedrick story."
What's up, Deathmatch Avengers? It's your boy Skinny Moose.
And your boy Fat Squirrel.
And we got the fucking Deathmatch stoner himself, Jeff Anderson, on today. So,
What's
what
up,
made you a
guys?
what made you a fan of wrestling and deathmatch wrestling?
All right. So funny story. Like I used to watch WWF with my grandma,
Ah,
and she loved Jake the Snake for some odd reason.
hell yeah.
She liked Jake the Snake, and she liked Birdman, Coco Beware. Those were her two
Ooh,
favorites.
Oh
Coco was awesome, and so was Jake.
shit! Was Granny trying to go after Jake the Snake?
No, no, she liked him, but the minute she saw Damien, like she freaked out. She did not like snakes.
Oh
Ooh.
shit!
Yeah,
I'm
she did
fucking.
not like snakes.
Oh shit!
She always
Yeah.
wondered. She would always hate to see if that snake was in the bag. Every time I'd be like, Jake the Snake's on. He bring that snake out with him.
Yes, ma'am. So, who's your top 3 to 5 deathmatch wrestlers right now?
uh, can they be alive? Are they alive? Can they be dead?
Either way.
All right. So Marcus Crane being one.
Ooh. All
I
right.
gotta say Marcus Crane. That dude was one of a kind, man. I
Yeah.
don't think anybody could ever replicate half the shit he does. Maybe Jimmy.
Which Jimmy?
Jimmy Lloyd.
Oh, Jimmy Lloyd.
Ooh.
I think
Uh,
the closest thing I've seen to what he's done as a whole,
okay, that's one.
that
Who
that
else you got?
nasty scissor spot.
Oh, them pigeon spikes too. Oh, goddamn. Mm.
Yes, yes, yes. Um,
Okay.
we said top five, right?
Yeah.
All right. So number four, of course, we're gonna go back and hit because we just brought him up a little while ago. Masada.
Oh, yes. Gotta
Ooh.
have my side on that list.
Ooh.
I've been watching Masada since I was like 15.
Oh, God.
Fuck yeah,
Yeah,
my side is
like
cool as fuck.
Masada was like one of the first matches I seen in CCW, and I was like, my friend and I we would sit in the back of class, and he would like tell me all this shit, right? And then like during lunch, he would straight up like show me all these videos and stuff in the library, Masada skewering people, and
Oh, yeah.
I didn't believe that shit was real. And then like I got my hands on some Japanese tapes, and
Oh,
that's when
Oh,
I
shit.
saw King of the Death Match in Japan, and number
oh.
four, and then like my number three, we don't take it back, but Toby Klein,
Oh, now
Ooh.
Mr.
we're going back in
Insanity,
goddamn history.
Mr.
Oh, God.
Insanity. And
Oh.
then that brings me down to my number two, Necro Butcher.
Oh, goddamn necro. Okay, okay. And number one,
And
I pretty
then
much know who number one is. JD or ain't it?
man, I want to say he's on my top, but I got to give this guy a lot of credit as of the last couple years. This guy's definitely came out of his shell and became like one of the top guys. And holy shit, I mean, what a year so far for this dude. This dude went through TOS and and bled basically like he's been bleeding everywhere and all over the United States. Otis.
Otis. Oh shit! I thought he was getting ready to say
Oh.
Little Seiko.
No, Otis Koger.
So if y'all
Uh,
don't know, this is Mr. Fanger, Mr. Danger or Danger. That's Mr. Danger over here. And no, it's not really, but we just fuck with him.
I'm
But yeah,
not. I'm
Mr.
not. I'm
Danger.
not. I'm not Matsunaga, by the way.
No, he's Mr. Danger from GCW. So since you brought up Japanese, what's your thoughts on would you prefer BJW or Freedoms?
So it's a hard one because what I gotta say, I like BJW more only because I grew up watching BJW. Freedom's kind of
Danny
came around a
DeMano
little later.
Danny
Hmm?
DeMano started running his mouth trying to say that BJW sucks. Okay, there's a reason why it took you 25 years to get where you're at, Danny. And more than likely, you paid your way to get to Japan. Well, we all know that. So it's not BJW sucks, it's you suck.
Oh
Well,
I
Lord.
don't make the rules. I mean, I'm sorry. What's the most wicked spot you've ever seen live?
oh man, oh man, what was that?
What's the most wicked spot
Ooh,
you ever seen live?
man, if you really want to go there, the most wicked thing I probably have ever seen was probably what happened to Masada in California too.
Oh, that fucking fire. Oh, shit. Oh,
Bro,
shit.
and
Oh
me and I was
shit.
sitting right there. I
You
was
felt him
literally,
fucking flame.
bro, he was literally right there, and I was literally puffing a whole blunt during that when I was smoking blunts back then. Like I've been, I've been a few, couple months. I've been almost 8 months now, like blunt free. I don't smoke
Hell
blunts
yeah.
anymore. I just smoke joints, just because they're good on the lungs.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
But I was sitting right there, literally, and I was like, "Holy shit, this motherfucker went up!" I literally, the thing that got me the most was smelling the burning flesh.
Oh, fuck.
Oh
Oh,
God.
shit.
I
Oh, that
literally
shit.
told Masada a few months after I'd seen him after the incident. I was like, "Man," I was like, "That was the most scariest thing I'd ever seen. Was you going up?" And I was like, "The flesh, bro." I was like, "I literally smelt your hair burning."
I, I've seen some pretty fucked up shit at death matches. I've only been to one live show, but I'd say the most fucked up thing I've ever seen was we used to live in this trailer park. My mom still lives in it, and it's a really bad wreck spot. Squirrel will tell you like fucking wrecks happen all the time there. And I witnessed the guy on a motorcycle slide under an 18 wheeler, and when he did, he hit the fucking gas tank, and it blew him up. Like it blew the motorcyclist up and caught the whole back end of the trailer on fire, the track trailer. Bro, all you could hear was this guy screaming for help. And one of the girls we know, Ashley, she's like, "Don't go towards him. He's a dead man." I mean, he's engulfed in flames. And he gets about, I say, 30 feet in front of us and just falls down dead. Another time was a guy got in a wreck on a motorcycle at the same spot, and all you seen was like hit. I was standing there, and another guy, he just gets into a wreck, and the whole motorcycle goes up. All you see was his body shoot up in the air like a grenade, come back down. I was like, what?
Oh,
By the time the ambulance got
Damn.
there and the fire trucks, he was. By the time the ambulance and fire truck got there, he was ash, like ashes, literally. I was like, goddamn, two fucking fires in less than 3 months. Two people burned alive. I'm like, what the fuck is really going on down here? It fucked me up, dude. Once, once you see a dead body, which I've seen multiple of them, but once you see a dead body or you see somebody get burned alive, it's a sight you'll never fucking forget.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'll tell you
I
another
worked at a
nasty spot.
hospital.
I'll tell you another nasty spot. It actually involves JD and Necro Butcher.
Ooh.
And this was at an XPW show. They decided to incorporate Modelo bottles
Oh
in their
shit.
match.
Oh,
You know how thick a Modelo bottle is, right?
Oh yeah, them motherfuckers ain't
Yes,
gonna break.
yes.
So JD, I forgot how it happened. Excuse me, there's a truck going by. I'm outside, by the way.
yeah.
but um, but yeah, the spot the spot consisted of JD or Necro taking a bottle and bashing upside the head of one another.
Oh shit.
So I don't know who got hit first, but the first bottle didn't break, and all you heard was the sickening thud of somebody's skull being bounced off of a glass bottle.
Ooh,
Oh shit.
shit.
Yeah, it echoed in the whole room.
Oh,
God
God.
damn, that caused brain damage.
Yeah, yeah. Now July 11th, those two are gonna have another match, and it's a Taipei match with cinder blocks.
So
Yeah.
aside aside of CCW coming up, what is your travel plans like this year?
Well, travel plans will be that I this year I did go to ICW in Detroit, which was a
Yeah,
great
I've
show.
seen you.
Finally got to meet Masashi Takeda,
Oh hell yeah.
Ooh.
the guy who you know. It was funny because not in a single month span, like in like the last 4 weeks prior to that, like I went to ICW, met Takeda, came back to Cali, um, met up with seen Neil Diamond Cutter again.
Oh Neil's cool. I love Neil.
uh, Caught up with Miedo and Miedo Extremo and Ciclope.
Oh hell yeah.
Ooh. Ooh.
Now those guys are hilarious because they've seen me at a lot of shows. When I get a chance, Chris, I got to send you this picture of when I first met those guys at XPW, and they took the funniest picture of me, and it involved they actually put a gusset back to my head. But I
Fuck
gotta
yeah.
let you see how they did it. They didn't actually press onto my forehead, but they did it in a way where it looked like they did.
Hell yeah. I want to interview Mito. I like Mito Extremo.
Guys are
He,
cool people. I like them. I definitely like Los Macizos.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
assuming that they both
They
speak
were a hell of
English,
a
right?
tag team. I ain't even gonna lie in GCW, bro. They probably one of the best tag teams I've seen in GCW. Ain't even gonna
They
cap.
Hold on, guys.
they both speak English, right?
They turned it off for a minute.
They both
But
speak English, right?
okay, so last couple of months, over the years, Miedo has been learning English, Ciclope as well, which isn't because they've been living out here. Well, they're not have been. They've been living. They've been learning.
Okay, because yeah, I don't speak Spanish. I don't know Spanish. So like,
They've
do
been
you
learning because I can tell.
do what?
I could tell because when the first time I met them, their English wasn't as very well, and then when I seen them again, like their English has gotten way better
Hell yeah.
than expected, which is really
Do
good.
you?
And impressively, um, Violento Jack, his
That's
English
what I
is
need to
very good.
interview. I'd like to interview some of the foreign boys, but I don't really speak no other language besides English and Turkey and Blackfoot.
And I ain't speaking no Spanish because the only Spanish I know is the bad words, so I get in trouble. Hey,
I'm not trying to
Dad,
get
don't
No,
on
cuss
a.
me back out.
I'm not trying to get on an interview and cuss them up one way and down the other, and then they come over to my house and be like, "Yo, Capitan, you talked all that shit." Oh fuck! I
Oh,
don't even know what I said.
they switch from motherfucking Spanish to English real quick. You do not talk about my mother. My mother does not eat dogs. Like, wait a minute, I didn't say that shit. What are you talking about? I'm just playing.
So, do you prefer like full shows or do you prefer tournaments?
I like both.
I I, I, I gotta agree with you. I like a good tournament though. I like a good tournament.
I do too. Don't get me wrong. I love a good tournament because always for tournaments, I'm known as the gift bearer, and been known as the gift bearer is sometimes I come with action figures for certain wrestlers. So sometimes I show up to a show with with a whole bunch of weed. Shoot, one king of the death match. Brought Otis and Atticus some gummies, and Otis was like, "Oh, okay."
I love Otis. I want to interview Otis.
What is your favorite
Straight up.
tournament to go to?
Woo. So, um, so being that the two tournaments well, if you want to count back when I was younger, but when I did sneak back over to Philly for a little while, my cousin took me to a tournament of death, and I wasn't even like sure what the hell I was watching at the time.
Oh yeah.
And well, all I know is I enjoyed seeing the blood at that moment,
Oh yeah.
and didn't think wrestling was real until I saw what CZW had to offer, and I just said it's like once you saw your first death match, I believe that thought in your head was like, well, if wrestling's not real, then what the fuck did I just see?
Exactly.
True.
Exactly. I took a fucking light tube and I'm like, I took this light tube to show that what these men and women go through ain't fucking fake. These weapons are as real as they fucking come. Like
Oh, I
the moves are
shoot.
real. Like, so what was going through your mind when JD Horn interviewed your dad?
I well, here's the thing, right? Like I never my first intuition was I'm shocked that my dad was willing to do an interview with a guy that he doesn't know but knows his son.
Yeah.
I my second intuition is, oh wow, like my dad actually caught Buffalo Bill.
That that
Heck yeah.
that fucking I don't have no words. Like I listen to that and then I listen to the Cookie Monster and I'm like, what the fuck did this man really go through in his life? Like, just those two stories make me wonder what Mr. Anderson actually did see and what he actually went through. Because I know that, yeah, that had to fuck up his mentality and shit, didn't it?
Well, it did. It did because it sure put. I'm gonna shoot here, but it did put a strain in my mom and his relationship.
I understand that. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
You know, but
But he took on a detective and a homicide person. They take on so much more than a regular cop does.
let me just tell you, and this is a true story, but a good majority of cops. See, my mom and dad were never married, but if cops are usually in relationships, their relationships either end in breakup or inception, you know.
Yeah.
But there's
Yeah,
always Cops don't usually have happy relationships.
Well, that explains why most of them single. That
If they
explains why
do, then
most of them single.
that's a good cop right there, mostly. But at least
One of
that's
my
what I deal with out here in SoCal.
one of my buddies, he's not married. He was married, and then he became a cop, and he's like, I'm not wanting a relationship. He's like, I want pussy. I'll just go out and fuck a bitch. I'm like, what? And he's like, yeah, if you was a cop, you would understand nothing works with us. And I'm like, whatever, bro. That's some fucked up shit, but
Because
first it's fun.
seeing that all day long and dealing with that all day long as a person, sometimes it's hard as fuck to turn that shit off once you get home.
Yeah.
They take on a lot. So I
Okay.
know you're into anime. I know you're into anime.
Yeah.
So I
There's
gotta
nothing
ask,
secret about that.
with all three of us being fans of this show, and I know you are, who's your favorite Dragon Ball Z character?
All right. If you really want to go there, I've always I have not been secretive about it, but when people find out about it, and they're like, that's different. And he's not the strongest character, but when he comes in clutch. And that's Tien.
Oh, that's true though. He ain't the strongest, but when they call in 10, he come in clutch. He fucks some shit up if he got to.
I gotta go
I
with
mean, come on.
Piccolo.
Another character to come in clutch.
I fucking love Piccolo. I also like Boo. Boo. The big pink character. Boo. Boo.
Majin Buu.
Yeah, I like Boo.
So let me give y'all, if y'all don't know about this, let me give you a little insight about Majin Buu. But back when Dragon Ball Z was in inception and it was just about to finish, originally it was supposed to end with Cell. Majin Buu was only added in the series was because Akira Toriyama had so much uh, fan requests to bring the series back one more time.
Oh shit. That's fucking cool.
So technically, Majin Buu is canon, but he's not canon. Originally, the series was supposed to end with Cell killing Goku, Gohan winning the fight, and that's how Dragon Ball Z was supposed to end.
That's fucking crazy. Not how I thought.
That's cool.
Yeah, on my old TV, I used to have a show. Can't remember the app, but it was all fucking anime, and it had the original Japanese fucking Dragon Ball Z. It had all the original Yu-Gi-Ohs. Like this shit was
I know what
a
app you're talking
Japanese
about. I used to watch the
anime
old school
channel.
Japanese Yu-Gi-Oh when it first came out.
Yeah, and the app's purple, right? Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
everything's in fucking Japanese, but it has subtitles.
Yeah, I
So
used to go and pirate my anime, and then thank goodness Crunchyroll showed up.
Now Crunchyroll, yeah, they got some of the best. They probably got some of the probably the best catalog when it comes to anime and any app I've ever been on.
Well, Funimation and Crunchyroll have merged
oh shit. So what?
Funimation is
because
what you're talking about. I just realized when you said purple. That's what Funimation color was purple. That's what
yeah,
it was on Funimation. Now it's with Crunchyroll. I ain't been on Crunchyroll in forever though.
So what's your hobbies besides watching wrestling?
man, horror movies.
Oh, what's your favorite
Oh,
one?
seriously?
Horror movies.
Yeah.
And no secret that either I'm a juggalo.
Woo
So
woo.
Woo.
I be trying to I be trying to do functions with some of the juggalos out here in SoCal that I know.
Hell yeah.
You know, August 22nd, Twisted will be out here.
Oh shit!
Ooh.
One of my biggest things I could say I done was while I was in Detroit. I did get to see Twisted perform in Detroit. So for me, that's something that I could say say was the most amazing thing that I ever got to see.
Heck yeah.
Congratulations, bro.
Hell yeah.
So, uh, what's your take on the Terrifier films?
Oh man, great take on a new character.
Have y'all heard about Rhea Ripley wanting to be in Terrifier 4?
Well, it wouldn't be no secret if they brought another wrestler in. They did bring Chris Jericho in for
The end of
Terrifier
part
3.
2.
Hmm.
Fucking Terrifier 3 fucked me up, man. Like, okay, I'll be honest. I'm not scared of really nothing.
I'll tell
Now,
you a
keep
movie
in mind,
that
I
really
come.
fucked me up if you want, for real. You ever seen this movie? It was on Tubi. It's called The House That October Built. It's a found footage
Fuck.
document. Bruh,
Yeah, I saw that.
that shit fucked me up, bro. I was like, what the fuck? That movie was
So,
like, what?
Hey,
there's
people
not.
shit on Tubi about horror about bad movies, but
Hey, them
they
motherfuckers
got
just
a
got
good
some.
horror gem collection.
Mm.
There's not much that really scares me, but when I'm sitting there and the fucking opening scenes makes me want to go grab my fucking gun and put it in my lap, that tells you something. So I'm watching an open scenes with my wife at Terrifier 3. I call Squirrel. He's like, why do you got your gun, cuz? I'm like, because if this motherfucker comes through my back goddamn door, I'm filling him up with hose.
I'm like, who coming through your
Because
back door,
at
brother?
my old house, it used to be like right behind the train tracks. So once you left the train tracks, you was in my yard and my back door. So and my back door used to not lock. Thank God I moved. But I grabbed my fucking gun and I'm like, this motherfucker comes through my back door, or whoever comes through my back door is gonna get fucking filled up with 17 bullets. And I'm not gonna fucking stop. If 17 bullets from a 9mm Taurus can't put a motherfucker down, then I need to quit and they can go ahead and kill me.
Brother, if 17 bullets doesn't stop that man, that's when you grab whatever the fuck you need, your wife, your kids. If you ain't fast enough, I'm sorry, bro. He gonna fuck y'all up because I'm out.
Exactly.
I shot that motherfucker 17 times and he stood there and looked at me and said, ha ha, that's funny. That tickled.
Now, have you noticed? Now you notice something here. Black folks never just they never end up in a situation like that because they know better. They just be like, nah, we ain't about that. We ain't going there. I'll tell you what. I
It's
go
true,
anywhere.
though.
I go anywhere that looks sketch. I'm a high alert now. Back when Circle Six was doing like heavy shows, there used to be this venue they used to do it at, and I swear to God, this place looked. It was in the middle of fucking nowhere. It looked like fucking a post-apocalyptic. It looked like
Oh,
something out of Escape out of L.A.
Oh,
oh
shit.
shit.
Good Lord. That's an old school movie. Good Lord.
It looked like something out of that. Like I was
Oh,
like, man, I was just waiting for Snake Plissken to come jump out and.
hell yeah.
But people didn't want to park their cars there because the crackheads were always walking around, and
Oh
uh,
shit.
yeah,
Damn.
it was wild ass area. 1720, the 1720 warehouse, I think it was called. But
I
Oh,
yeah,
don't know not
God.
to
that
go
place was
there.
That's some.
uh, that place is fucking funny and it's wild.
So what is a dream death match for you?
Ooh, a dream death match,
You could take,
man,
alive, dead, retired, whatever.
man. Man, honestly, I just would have loved. I just would have loved to see Doctor Redacted versus Danny Havoc.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Yeah. That-
I gotta go Little Sicko and Sick Nick Mondo.
Ah, ah, that's fire.
Ooh. Me too.
Or if I could have had it, I'd be more than happy. Brain Damage and Bryant Woods.
Ooh,
Ooh, that's been
Brian
good.
Woods got them heavy hands.
You know how Brain Damage was though.
Yes.
I mean, there's so many that I would love to have. I'd fucking love to have Matt Tremont going against fucking the real Mr. Danger.
Oh, oh. You want to hear something crazy too that I didn't even know? I heard that the real Mr. Danger was trained as a martial artist.
Yeah, I think so. It wouldn't surprise me.
I think who was that? I think Blako. Yeah, Blako was the one that said that mentioned that. Big shout out to Blako, by the way. Well, those dope deathmatch clips.
Oh yeah.
We've interviewed Mr. Danger. He's cool as fuck.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Really?
try to get a. Yeah, I'll send you the link after this. I'm gonna try to get a part two with him. So, how do you feel about mainstream wrestling right now, like AEW, TNA, and WWE?
All right. Yeah, interesting topic. I mean, no hate, but either. I mean, well, so I don't like how AEW is oversaturated with wrestlers, and then a lot of wrestlers get shelved, and then end up disgruntled and then leaving.
That's true.
I think wrestling should have there just should be a chance for everybody to get their time in.
Yeah,
That's
I gotta agree
understandable.
with that.
Because there's so much talent. There's so much talent in WWE. There's so much talent in TNA. There is so much talent in AEW.
If those three would come together and just run from like 1 o'clock till 9 o'clock, I know it's a lot, and I know that sounds stupid, but if all three would just come together at once and make like one big ass show, it would do something.
Like a super
Oh,
show
that would
almost.
change the world. That would change the
Yeah,
whole
like a
world of
super show.
wrestling.
Because I mean, all the guys from AEW, WWE, TNA,
Ring of Honor, you got to throw Ring of Honor in there too, because
and
AEW
then
owns
just
Ring of
like
Honor.
let them do whatever. Have a death match, hardcore match. The ones that want to do it, technical matches for the ones that want to do it.
Hell yeah, that'd be dope.
Shoot, give
So
us dream matches that you said you were going to give us. Like, give us the Young Bucks in the New Day.
yeah, exactly. Give us fucking dream matches like
Young Bucks and the Usos.
Oh, that would be great too.
Oh yes.
That would be
who's one
great.
who's one person you've always wanted to meet, and then when you did meet them, it changed your point of view on them, good or bad.
Man. Well, deathmatch or regular wrestling?
Either one.
So deathmatch wise, I'm gonna say when I finally got to meet Masada.
Ah,
And thinking that he was a big scary guy, and then I finally meet that he's one of the nicest dudes.
so I'm at Carnage Cup, and I knew Masada was going to be there. And I told him straight in the interview, I was like, I wouldn't want to meet you in no dark alley. And he goes, why's that? And I'm like, because you scare the fuck out of me. He's like, if you ever see me, just walk up and say hi. I'm like, okay, I'm not saying I'd be like, hi, but you fucking scared the shit out of me. So I'm at Carnage Cup. I'm getting out of the car. I'm getting everything together. Next thing I know, I hear my shooting him, and I look up, and there's Masada sitting there, and he starts talking. He's like, how you doing? And I'm like, I'm good. And he's like, that's good. And he's getting changed from his suit clothes into his wrestling gear. And I'm like, he's like, I'm not scary. And I'm like, no, you're just a fucking giant compared to me. And me and him, we start walking around talking, and Kevin goes, hey, Moose, could you take Masada to the airport? And I'm like, I know how to drive, yeah. And he goes, do you got your license? And I go, no, but I know how to drive. And he goes, well, shit, Moose. Go down there and ask Tyler to take you. I see if Tyler knows. So I go down there, and me, I talked to fucking Dallas thinking that was Tyler. And he goes, I'm not Tyler. That's Tyler over there. And I go, motherfucker. And Kevin goes, Moose, I got it. And I'm like, is everybody at this goddamn show giants compared to me?
That's why when you didn't know who somebody was, you just walked up in a group of people like, which one of you motherfuckers is Tyler?
Dan Bryant Woods is fucking jolly green ass is standing there. I'm like, holy fuck, what the hell did your mama feed you, Miracle Grow? Jesus. Like you see him on the camera, he looks pretty tall. Look.
I get to go this year. I can't wait.
I'm like, what the fuck are you? And Masada's standing there, and I'm like, then I see Micheal Krueger, and I'm like, where are the small people? And then here comes Sakota, I'm like, and Neil Diamond Cutter, they're coming out, walking around. I'm like, hey, there's two short people like me. Everybody, and Sadisto, he's pretty tall, but not that tall. I'm like, hey, we're only getting some smaller people out here on the field. And then, more of the workers started, coming out from the back and shit. I'm like, not everybody's giants here at Carnage Cup. Honestly, I was expecting Kevin to be like 5'11", 6 foot. No, this man's like way the fuck up here. And I'm like, Kevin. And he's like, Moose. And I'm like, what the hell do they feed you Alabama people? Miracle Grow? Like,
So
God
let
damn,
me ask
y'all
y'all
are
a question.
giants. What's up?
Let me ask you a question. Who is that guy that's always with little sicko?
Oh, that's Sadisto. That's his manager.
Oh, okay. I like
He's
his
cool.
mask.
He's cool.
Both of the clowns are as cool as fucking shit. I've sat down with both of them. Me and Sadisto is cool as fuck. He's really nice. He's
cool.
crazier than a bear shit house lunatic. He'll get you to laughing, and do not let him know if you ever meet him that you got to go to the bathroom. That man will pick on you. Oh my God, he reminds me so much of my father-in-law. But yeah, Sadisto's cool as fuck. He's just a joke in himself. Little sicko. That man gives it his all, and he loves his fans. Like, I sat down and I talked to him for Jesus, like 2 or 3 hours, just sitting there and picking the man's mind, and he's just answering questions or laughing, joking. And he was like, I really want to go work for SVN. And I was like, 7? And he goes, SVN. I was like, yeah, 7. And he goes, I was like, I'd love to see you over there. And he goes, I was like, it'll happen sooner than later. And he goes, well, I hope so. And my boy Little Sicko, I ain't gonna say my man, I'm sorry, but my boy Little Sicko, he went to he finally got to go to SVN, so I'm proud for that. But I'm gonna get a part 2 with Little Sicko.
Yeah, we need to.
You know who else is who else I could say? I got a couple of honorable mentions in my Mount
Let's hear it.
Rushmore.
Let's hear it.
One's got to be homeless Jimmy.
Fuck yes. I interviewed homeless Jim. We interviewed homeless Jimmy, and
Yes, we
homeless
did.
Jimmy is cool as fuck.
Yes, sir. He is.
Homeless Jimmy is a SoCal icon, and you don't get enough
That
credit than what
man,
credit is due.
I've seen that man go through and do shit that a lot of people won't do.
It's true.
Man, all I remember was when I finally saw him again. I literally, and that was at IC when I first saw him return to the ring, and he came to ICW, and he brought that red. I brought him. I brought. I don't know if y'all remember that red shopping cart he came out with
Yep,
against his match against Eric Ryan.
yep.
Mm-hmm.
So that red shopping cart was from me.
Oh shit.
Hell yeah.
So
That,
funny little story about the day of that match, because that was the night I met my best friend in this fucking scene. Um, a guy that I call my cousin, and he's like he's one of the dopest people. You probably know him as well, Larry motherfucking Legend.
oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Larry's
Larry
awesome.
Legend is the fucking shit.
Yes.
I met Larry out at
And
Carnage Cup.
see that he'd be the only reason why I would come out to Carnage Cup, because at least I know I wouldn't be alone.
I mean, yeah, you know, growing up, I grew up on Deep South, but growing up, you hear bad stories about, oh, well, Kevin don't want this person there, Kevin don't want that person there. Kevin had a wide range of people at Cup. Uh, from my experience, I didn't see no racism, no hate, no
Yeah.
whatever. And like Kevin said, everybody's welcome. Now, let me tell you, I will tell you, I felt safe all day long. You know, I felt okay all day long. But when nightfall hit and you go in your tent, man, I tell you, my brother, when I heard those fucking wolves or coyotes, man, I was like, what the fuck did I get myself into? But yeah, it's not. It, my perspective is the wrestlers was good to me. The Kevin was good. The vice owner Tyler was nice. All of them, you know, I didn't have a bad experience. Uh, what was going through your mind the first time you pulled the skewers out of JD Horse's head?
Pretty. ah, uh, didn't weird. I never thought I'd do something like that. Oh, okay.
So,
He got blood all over me. I got a couple of his action figures, and I've been waiting. He got a, he had a personal action figure made, him and his wife.
fuck yeah.
And I got it at Johnny Phillips' little birthday bash, because he actually had a death match at his birthday.
Oh yeah, in his backyard.
That crazy motherfucker Johnny. That guy's the shit. Big shout out to Johnny and the Bone Crushers.
I fucking love Johnny Phillips. I said, who do y'all want Deathmatch Avengers to interview? And somebody said Johnny Phillips and Chad Mines together. Johnny comes back and said Chad Mines has got to shave that beard. He said, "I'm not doing a video with somebody that looks like a terrorist." I'm like, "Oh my
Yeah,
god!"
yeah.
I'm like, "Oh my god, Johnny!" Yeah, speaking about Johnny and Chad,
Man, I just gotta say, Chad needs to kind of tone it down.
so I
He
know that
does.
you work over there in GCW. So what's your feelings on
I don't
Chad?
work over there in G.
You're
I
Mr.
don't work.
Danger, though.
Oh, no, I don't work at GC. No. But Chad running his mouth. It's like he has. It's like he has pictures of promotions, and he throws darts at who he wants to run his mouth at, and and,
What the
and,
fuck?
and that's what it
Fuck.
seems. You know when somebody just has a bunch of pictures of people they obsess over. Chad has pictures of feds, I bet, on his wall, and he just takes darts and he throws them at whatever fed he wants to pick at that day.
I can see Chad Mines downloading a spin wheel to his phone and be like, I'll put ICW, XPW, this promotion, that promotion, and picks up his
Yeah,
phone and be like, today I'm spinning the wheel. Okay, XPW's today.
I'm totally not surprised. Nobody has proverbially reached out and touched Chad.
I don't have no problems with Chad. I've never had a run in with Chad. Chad's cool.
And again, I personally don't have a problem with him, but maybe he needs to tone it down a little bit. I hate to say it, he's sort of setting a bad example to his kid that this behavior is okay. Now,
Really?
if you follow what the Muslim religion has to offer, has what they do say. Um, a lot of them follow that. A lot of them follow the belief that when they fight for something, they're fighting in the name of God, and that's a very powerful tool because I don't know if y'all remember the Crusades.
Yeah.
So the Crusades, those atrocities were done in the act of God. So you got a bunch of guys out there in the Middle East who are following a man who has a belief system that will die in the name of God. Pick up your arms and fight. What do you expect? I mean, you got a tough crowd.
But I'm gonna shoot here for a minute. And like I was saying, to judge somebody based on a fucking promotion that they grew up on, and you just based an opinion on somebody that you know fucking nothing about, it just shows that you're a sad, sorry sack of shit. That literally behind the fucking screen, you want to tell everybody that somebody else is a neo-Nazi and supports Hitler. It just goes to show that your fucking sorry ass does. Because you won't even study your own backyard history, but because your wife is one. Bro, my wife ain't a Jew. My wife had her fucking family in a gas chamber. And actually, a Jew is a fucking religion. So do some fucking studying. Quit eating all those goddamn McDonald's cheeseburgers. Because we know you fucking study on your goddamn calories.
Cuz. Damn.
I'm gonna shut up now. How did you get the nickname the Deathmatch Stoner? I'm sorry about all that.
All right, so it just okay. So it happened in California too, actually, and Andy Lawler can also attest to this story
Oh,
because
Andy.
he wasn't sitting very far from me, and I had pulled out a tray full of blunts. This is when I was smoking blunts. I had about maybe 12, maybe 15 blunts rolled
God damn.
for that show. And I just sat there and I smoked them all. And Andy Lawler just sat there and looked at me the whole day like, are you kidding me? This man just smoked all of these blunts for the show.
I believe it.
And
So,
he's like, is this even real?
so what would you say your sleeper promotion is?
What is it?
What are your sleeper promotions? Like your promotions that you think people are sleeping on?
Oh, if they really are sleeping on them, bleeding gums.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I love bleeding gums.
A lot of people, I think, are sleeping on. A lot of people don't really talk about Pro Wrestling Revolver or Defy.
Ooh.
He's over here dishing out some good shit.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I grew up in the era of Shikara, Dragon Gate.
Ooh.
Hey, how old are you?
I'm 42.
Oh, so I thought you grew up around my era. I'm 25.
Oh, we're the same
Nah,
age group.
Yeah, you're
I'll
more
be
a squirrel
now.
of
I'll be
age.
four. I'm 41 now. And I'll be 42 on Halloween.
my birthday's on the 11th of October, so we're
Oh shit!
That's crazy. Ain't that a
So
coincidence?
this question is because you're going to be there live. So I'm going to ask you, what is your thoughts on the Micheal Krueger versus Carnage Hellhound body bag match?
man. I just hope this match is as brutal as it sounds.
Oh, he's like
I
me. He wants to
uh,
see some blood.
I just want to see some. I just want to see somebody. Possibly, I can't say that because I don't want to. I don't want Micheal Krueger to get be like wishing think I want him to get burned up.
I'm going to have to say I'm going to go neutral on this one.
Yeah, I think so too. Then again, it's Carnage got to be stopped, and Micheal Krueger needs to get that title.
Oh,
True. Hell yeah.
ooh. So I know you go to the CCW shows, but have you ever been to any of the UEW shows?
I remember being at a couple of those.
Or what was your favorite one you attended?
Ooh, gonna have to say the Sovereign of Slaughter match
I had a
event.
gut
Ooh.
feeling you was gonna say that. Oh, one of the fucking most brutal ones.
And I was a young kid at that time. I didn't really know nobody.
Uh, so who's some people you would like to see us interview?
Ooh, man, I love to see you guys. I love to see you interview Drake.
Drake Younger.
Mm.
Who else you
I'd like
got?
to see how I say Doctor Redacted.
I wish Doc would come on. I've tried to get Doc. I'm gonna have to try again.
I like Doctor Redacted.
Dr. Redacted's cool as fuck. He's got a high ass pain tolerance.
Yeah, he's one of the guys that gets a lot of gifts from me.
I understand that.
Yeah.
He has. If you ever talk to him, if you ever get an interview with him, you should mention the Godzilla figure he got from me.
Oh, I definitely will.
Oh. Big
It
Godzilla
was
fan.
that. Oh, I love Godzilla.
Oh, we interviewed somebody else who likes Godzilla too. Pondo.
Hondo.
Hondo. Kind of like
Man,
Godzilla too.
one of my favorite movies. A lot of people hate it, but I liked it. But I loved Shin Godzilla.
Hell yeah.
Shin Godzilla was one of my favorites.
So
And
I don't. You said to ask whatever, but I don't know how to word it. What did your dad ever like talk about his, stories or whatever? If so, do you have a favorite one that he ever brought up to y'all?
ooh, so the one that he about hearing him and the how the mob used to like hit do hits.
Oh shit! He caught the mob.
Well, he investigated a lot of
Oh shit.
Oh
like
shit!
mob hits because you're in Philly, so Philly there
Yeah.
was a back then and still now the mob still prominently runs a lot of Philly.
Oh shit! That's that's fucking awesome. That's
Like,
Hell
fucking
yeah.
awesome.
but a way that they would send a message or take somebody out was back then, still now probably they have those doors, the screen doors that have the springs. They would go strap a grenade on those springs, and when they go open the door, not knowing that it was stuck on the door, it would pull the pin.
Oh
Oh fuck!
damn.
Or they would strap some sort of incendiary device,
Oh shit!
Oh damn. That's crazy.
or they would just rig your car to explode if once you hit turn the ignition on.
Oh fuck! That must some goddamn crazy fucking shit.
Hell
So
yeah.
did your dad ever do any crimes with Richard Kaczynski, the Iceman?
No,
Uh, cause
no, he didn't deal with that.
that motherfucker was fucked in the head too.
No, he didn't deal with them big boss mobsters. He once he went into homicide, he dealt with the more disturbed.
So more like the serial killer type of
Yeah.
people. What is the deathmatch stoner's favorite food?
Oh man, being that I'm from California, can't go wrong with some good Mexican food.
Some good
Hell
tacos.
yeah.
Yes, sir. Honestly, I
Man.
thought you was gonna say pizza.
Oh yeah, Andy would have loved to hear that one.
That's
I,
only because 90. That's only because like 75% of stoners, this is their favorite food is pizza.
Well, nah, just being a lot of my friends are Hispanic,
Hell yeah.
and you know, I
Ain't nothing
work
wrong
in
going
I work
wrong
in a
with some good Mexican food. Hell yeah.
right. Tell me about it, like, and then you're running. Then where I work, 95% Hispanic,
Shit.
all right.
Hell yeah.
so it kind of becomes you.
True, true.
Go ahead,
That's where my
Chuck.
love of lucha libre comes from. It's just
I understand that. So what you saying, Lucha Libre? I'm gonna ask. I gotta ask, and I don't give a fuck if he watches or not because he's a fucking bitch. What's your take on that motherfucker, Mr. California?
Man, that fool's a clown.
Man, let me tell you something. So I posted something on my page, my actual page. What's your favorite tournament? This motherfucker hops in my DMs. Now, you keep in mind, you know me, I'm a Southern boy. He said, your mama's bedroom. I tell you what, motherfucker, you talk ill about my mama again, I'm going to go to your fucking granny. I'm going to fucking fuck her on your mama's front doorstep.
There you go with the grannies again. Here we
I
go.
don't give
Oh,
a
here
fuck
we
if she's dead
go.
or alive. Moose will turn into a necrophiliac and fuck your dead granny on your motherfucking front doorstep.
Look,
Oh,
y'all done got him started. Oh, shit.
You don't talk about my fucking
whoa.
mama, you goddamn deadbeat motherfucker. You can't even fucking wrestle.
Whoa.
That's why you gotta put yourself over. It's bad when Danny DeMano don't even want you in his fucking promotion.
Damn. Damn.
My main reason why with that fucking sorry bastard was I was interviewing him, something I should have never done, and he looked at Ruby Flyer and he said, "Hey, have the baby fight Ruby Flyer." My fucking daughter wasn't even a year old yet, so when I see him, it's gonna be on fucking sight. I'm gonna beat the fuck out of him. You don't talk about my fucking princess like that. That is my baby girl.
Okay.
Woo. I got to see
And when
that
I
fight.
And when I fucking see you, bring your fucking light tubes, bring your fucking gusset plates, because I promise you, dude, you're gonna eat my fucking fist. Then when I get done with you, I'm not gonna just fuck your granny. I'm gonna fuck your mama, your granny, and your great granny in a four-way.
God damn.
Mm, 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 mm.
Is there,
Damn.
do you have a favorite female deathmatch wrestler?
Of course. It's got two.
Aunt
I got
Mickey.
three.
Aunt Mickey.
Yes.
Um, I gotta say one of the Belair sisters.
No.
No?
No.
Shit. It's
Rita
like I know
Yamashita.
No.
it's one of the Cali girls. I can't think of her name right off the top of my head. I know Sage is one.
Yep.
And that other
I like Sage.
fucking oh
And the
shit.
other
It's
one
one
is south from the border.
oh South. Oh shit. Oh
Not
Lou Short.
Ludart.
Lou Dark. Is there any weapons that you're not a real big fan of?
Honestly, since I see less of it, I'm not a fan of the weed whacker too much.
Oof.
I respect that.
I don't see
I'm
it
not
much, so I can't.
that them fucking weed eaters are
Yeah, they do. They hurt.
I'm
I
not
need
big
to. I need to see more of the weed whacker.
ah
Go,
shit.
go
I'm not too
POR.
big
They
on
use
the
that
water tub
motherfucker. They
bag.
use the weed whacker POR all the time up on this shit. Let's fuck shit up.
I need to go to a POR show.
We want to go to one too.
Speaking about POR, you need to come down south for more fucking death matches. We need the death
It,
match stoner in the south.
now the question is, can I get to the south with my pot? That's the thing.
Fuck yeah! Southern redneck love marijuana.
Because I was
Us
a little
southern
worried about
boys.
flying with my weed from Cali all the way to Detroit.
Ah, fuck.
Oh, you flying? Okay. Yeah, that might be a little difficult.
Yeah, that might be a problem. Well, fuck.
So,
We got plenty of dispensaries down south.
well, maybe I will have to take a peek over there.
Hey, Tennessee has, well, fuck. I know Texas, well, Florida has dispensaries. I know that for a fact, or they did. What's one wrestler that everyone loves, but you just can't get behind?
I can't seem to get the idea with who is it? Who is it? But what's his name? What's his name? Because I just brought no disrespect to him, but what Swerve?
Who was it?
I'm gonna say Swerve Strickland.
I'll take that. I'll
Yeah,
take
I
that.
don't get it.
What's your favorite match stipulation?
Oh, so we're gonna take it back because this was a pure comedy, but also this is a classic match. But that BJW match with actually what Mr. Danger that involved the alligator.
Oh fuck! Oh shit! That
Oh,
match. Yeah, my favorite match stipulation is a flaming no rope barbed wire death match.
Oh, can't go wrong with those.
I
Especially
like
the
the
one between
I
B.
like the Caribbean spiderweb matches.
Now,
And don't.
I personally, I'm a big fan of fire, but a lot of workers ain't because fire's so unfucking predictable. I've
Yeah.
been, what you already know, I've been burnt by fucking fire.
I'll tell you a
And,
match that I like to see more, and I've only seen it done twice: Viking Wasteland match.
oh,
I don't. What was the stipulation?
H2O did it. It was who was it? You know which one I'm talking about, don't you, cuz?
it's got barbed wire in it. I think it's got the half a
Glass.
cage, glass.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh, he done it different the second time, I think, than the first time.
yeah. Because the first time
Oh,
I don't
the
remember
other.
who. The second time it was Slack. It was Slack and
Oh,
Clint
shit.
Margera. Clint Margera. It was a Danny Havok tribute Viking Wasteland death match.
That was RPW and H2O's arena.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a tribute to Danny Havoc.
Yes.
So another. Here's another funny moment. Um, I'm always getting into it with Joe Dredd's manager.
Oh, you mean the little chihuahua? The Pomeranian
Yes.
bitch. The Pomeranian bitch.
No, don't get me wrong. Steven Jury's a great heel. The man does his job.
I I can't remember who the hell said it, but it was a commentator. And they was like, oh fucking Lord God, here we go. The little Pomeranian bitch Stephen Jury's out here. And ever since then, that's what I call him, is the little Pomeranian bitch.
Well, you
I
know
mean,
what Rob Black
I
used to
mean, it
call
couldn't
him?
have been no. It couldn't be
What's
no
that?
worse than Nick Gage told him that the reason he carries that briefcase because he carries Joe Dress balls in it.
What
Okay,
Rob used to tell him?
Rob Black used to call Stephen Jury a lesbian.
A what?
A
A
lesbian.
lesbian.
That's
I
what
mean,
he.
he kind of does look like I like when him, he kind of does, bro. He kind of got that look though, bro. I ain't even gonna lie, bro. I might have something there, bro. He might have something there because he kind of does. He look like one of them stud lesbian. No disrespect to
Man,
lesbians, though. I'm sorry,
I love
but
Stephen
he
Jury
does
though.
though.
He's nice, super nice dude, man.
And if I'm not mistaken, bro, that he just started managing something. He's something to do with Killer Cash now. He posts with Killer Cash too now.
Oh,
oh
does he?
shit!
Yeah, him and Killer Cash, I think, teamed up together or some shit.
The funniest thing I ever
Mm.
seen Stephen Jerry do, Stephen Jerry, was get caught on the guardrails at TOD.
I remember getting seen him get smacked in the face with a chicken. He got
I
hit in the
fucking
face
love
with a
that.
raw chicken by Joe.
But
I
Big
don't
Joe
remember
didn't.
what match it was, but I remember one match. It was Dread and somebody, and they took his briefcase and spanked his ass with it. I was like, "What the hell?" They spanked him with his own briefcase. I said, "What the fuck?"
Dope. You know what I would love to see?
What's up?
Joe Dredd versus Kobayashi.
Oh,
Ooh.
oh,
Even though he don't do it, and I give Dread's, he's fucking awesome. I would love to see him and Onita go at it one time.
nah,
Yeah.
One time, just once.
man,
I'd also love to see Joe Dredd. I also love to see Joe Dredd maybe go at it one time with another Japanese wrestler, uh, Kamatani.
yes.
And we still need it. We still need Dredd versus Tremont
That would be good.
if it hasn't happened.
Dread versus Killdozer happened.
I remember that, but not Dread versus Tremont. I mean, it is Tremont, but
No, we need Tremont versus Dredd.
Yeah.
GC. I bet GCW will probably make it end up happening for one of his belts he's got.
Mm.
I can
They
see
got
that
to do it
happening.
somewhere. They got
Or
to
it'll
do it
happen.
somewhere.
That or it'll happen in a tournament, some type of tournament or something.
And you know who else I'd like to see?
Who's that?
I kind of want to see Drake Younger versus Nathan Mallory.
Oh,
Ooh.
I want to see Little Sicko versus the Killbilly.
I want to see Little Sicko versus Jaden Newman.
Now that could be a good one.
Oh, just a few minutes ago, while we were having a conversation, there was some dude that walked up to me and tried to ask me for math.
Oh wow! Holy shit! Damn.
Literally, just like, hey, you got a little meth you can sprinkle in my pipe. And I just looked at him. I'm like, motherfucker, you'll see the joints that are sitting right there, man. I smoke weed.
What the fuck?
Damn. Damn.
Oh my fucking.
Man, this motherfucker came out of nowhere. I swear
What's
they
your
do that
take?
shit.
What's your take on Baka Gajin owning all the BJW titles right now?
Oh, man. Biggest fucking. All I got to say is teach him how to lose.
I got it. I'm going to interview Gail here soon.
My buddy Daryl out here in SoCal, he got the distinct honor of refereeing a Baka Gaijin match.
Ah,
Ooh.
So I guess he can be considered an honorary member of Baka Gaijin.
that's
Hell
fucking
yeah.
awesome.
Hell yeah.
That's fucking awesome.
He's he's now international. He's a now internationally known ref,
That's
Hell
fucking cool,
yeah,
Trent.
that's what's up.
Congratulations.
Hell yeah.
and he's been doing this for a while. He used to be a deathmatch wrestler out here.
Nice.
Ooh.
Well, as soon as I find some of his stuff, I'll send it to you. This was like our old stuff that they were doing back when we were all younger.
What's your
Oh.
take on One Man Cruel?
All right. So this guy, I know he's a troll.
Yeah.
I know he's trolling. I know he's doing this to get heat. But and the reason why I'm on to this guy quicker than most people are is because he tried to pull this shit in the Juggalo scene. He wrote a silly diss song trying to diss Violent J.
But he is a juggalo.
So apparently he used to produce music for ICPS. What I know, and it claims that he's a Japanese legend. I mean, Might have seen a few of his matches here and there, but he's nobody I would have like hopped over.
Oh yeah.
I've
He,
seen his.
he, I've seen many American wrestlers come and go over there in Japan, and the ones that I already know now that go there are the ones that I pop for.
Yeah.
I,
Yeah.
I I've seen him wrestle, and yeah, no, yeah, I can't get behind him.
When he
Uh,
first said his name, I thought he was talking about that old school one man crew guy used to wrestle back in the day. Because there used to be a wrestler back in like the old territorial days. His name was One Man
Yeah,
Crew, and he used to fuck shit up. That's who I thought he was talking about. I was like, then he showed me a
yeah.
picture. I was like, oh yeah, that ain't that guy. I don't even know who the fuck that guy is. I ain't never heard of him.
There's so many people that use the one man in there. You have one man gang, one man crew, one man stud, or whoever you want to call them. And I don't even know if there was a one man stud, but
There probably was a mention somewhere in one of them promotions out there.
either
yeah,
way, it was pretty weird.
you got any questions for us?
Yeah, I do. Where the hell did you get the name Skinny Moose?
Ah, so my wife sitting there at the table one day, and me and Squirrel, he went home, but me and Squirrel used to live right down the road from each other,
Yeah.
and we was talking about starting a deathmatch channel. And me and my wife were just sitting there chilling, and she goes, "Skinny Moose and Fat Squirrel." I go, "What the fuck? Where the hell did you get that from?" She goes, "That's y'all's name for the channel." Well, we're all three Native American, so she kind of based it off of that. But she's a big ass Supernatural fan. So she said, "I'm Moose and that's Squirrel." Well, if you follow Supernatural, that's Sam and Dean's nicknames from Crowley.
Rocky and
Well,
Bullwinkle.
she later on down the road, she realized, she said, "I think I fucked up y'all's name." She said, I should have been Squirrel, he should have been Moose. She was like, "But you know what? At the end of the day, Sam does all the technology and Dean does all the fighting." She's like, "Well, you done did all your fighting and shit. Your knuckles are broke and your hands are, you know, my hands are straight as they can be right now." She's like, "Well, you've done all the fighting and everything." She says, "So there's Dean and I'm Sam. So that was our name, Squirrel and Moose."
Yeah.
Well, anyways, guys, my phone is literally about to die,
I thank
and
you for your